Morning, George. Morning, Humphrey.
According to Google Images, Google Maps, Tamale is 4,073 miles from here. It's going to take us 4 days and 56 minutes to drive it. 4 days, 1 hour, 57 minutes to travel. Yeah, you get to the bottom of Spain in 24 hours.
Well, anyway, as you can see, we're sitting in Heathrow Airport, so we're not really that bothered about that. It's going to take us about 8 hours. This is the site of the NKA residency, which has already been built. This is going to be a number of bedrooms, mostly bedrooms, and toilet. And this is going to be a
rest place.
Rest place. Okay, so there's going to be sticks around, and then thatch on the top. Okay.
To buy more.
This is enough for maybe how many? One roof?
This for one room. There's another type which is more bigger than this.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to use.
So here's the complex from the outside. All the mud's come out of one quite small little hole, which I'll show you in a minute. So here's the pit that's been previously dug, and all of the earth for the building just behind there has come out of there, which seems incredible. But it's good for us because there's a big pile of earth ready for us to use on the building. Here.
And if you look at our programs, we are into health, education, livelihood or income generating activities, and then volunteerism. So Inca Foundation realized that once we also incorporate livelihood projects, volunteerism and arts into our disciplines, it would be nice that we collaborate, so that at the end of the day we can all achieve the desired goals that we want. That the Arts Center would serve as a place where people from different parts of the world could come around to share their experiences, their skills, and also carry out skill training of people within the catchment area of the center.
Job we've done the building. We're just making the foundations of where the walls are going to be. You can come and have a look here. Basically digging a 6-inch wide trench maybe all around the parameter of the building, and that's where our walls are going to be. This is incredible progress. So the guy with the water, well, the guy plus donkey out the water is now arrived. So we can use this to mix up the mud and the dust to make our building material. This is
starting the mix now, getting a bit of water into what is probably the biggest cob mix we have definitely ever seen.
FT. This is FT, hard at work.
Come on, do it. They say it couldn't be done. How they laughed at us, eh, Humphrey?
So, pretty cobby feet there, guys.
Pretty cobby feet, yeah. Well, we've been salmon cob, you see. We've been right down in the pit. It's the biggest cob mix I've ever seen. Because I think they've got the really good technique in leaving the water on there for a while. So actually, when you come to stamp it, it's already pretty lubed up. So it's actually, it's not as bad as it might be. You didn't even wear your jelly shoes. No. Jelly shoes.
Does it? I mean, having a go, does that give you a bit of, like, some respect for these guys, like doing that job?
It's really tough work. Yeah. You know, you do a 5-minute stint and you're pooped.
Right.
This guy, let's have a little pan on this guy. He's the machine. He's the workhorse of the team.
Whoa.
Without this guy, nothing would happen. Serious prop for the #1 weed killer.
Good dancing.
This is Miles the micro goat.
Miles! I got the one right with Mike the micro goat.
Mike the micro.
Oh, we can see another little micro down here.
Oh look, his mate's down there. It's his brother actually. So the foundations have been wetted. You can see here all the way around. And the first bits of cob are going in. How you feeling, Nico?
I'm feeling good to get my hands on a bit of clayey cob. Oh, the wheelbarrow's gone.
The world's worst wheelbarrow is playing up somewhat.
Fascinating to see what the vernacular cob is like around here. Very different cob from what we're used to in Northern Europe, of course.
Pretty clayey cob, isn't it?
Pretty clayey. And it's not been worked nearly so much as probably the cob we'd use. Then of course we'd be mixing straw as well, so.
Sure, so it's more of a wetting process going on here.
Like TV presenter.
With an idea of height. And there'll be a second layer this big going on today.
So here's Abdullah just finishing the one side of this round of cob wall. We've got this side to do.
The man is asking that is the round okay?
Is the
Round the way the arc, no? The arc.
It looks good to me. Yeah. It looks. I mean,
Okay.
it looks really good.
Okay.
We've just built the second stage of it, and then the workers are just going on for prayers.
Cool. Okay, so we can see the building there. We've got the second layer of cob there, and we've also got the window frames in. We only found out maybe about half an hour ago when we were just finishing the last one of the window frames that they were made out of mahogany, which is why I've spent about 5 hours this morning like sweating and blinding trying to cut the stuff, but we finally got 4 windows in place.
If you look at some or the Myeong district as a whole, it is made up of 3 predominant tribes, local tribes. We have the Konkomes, we have the Dagomes, and then we have the Mamprisis. The Dagomes constitute about 90% of the total population in Sang and its environments, whilst the Mamprisis and the Konkomes together constitute the remaining 10%. And the activities that are found within the area, or our people here, are basically peasant farmers. That is 90%, or 90 to 98% are farmers. They are peasant farmers. With the women who are actively engaged in small businesses just to sustain their families.
And what are some of the problems that are faced by people in the area?
Most of the problems that we face here are education is our key basic problem. And it has to do with the lack of facilities like schools. As I clearly mentioned, imagine Sang being the district capital and it has only one junior high school, serving over 100 other sub-communities within the municipality. You will see that a lot of burden is going to be on Sang.
So I had to get up at 6 o'clock this morning and go off on a motorbike with Adam and Pasta across the bush through a couple of villages, speaking to a few different people about purchasing some wood. And the next thing they did, they had various stands of teak trees, sort of fairly big, at least sort of 6-7 metres of good straight trunk on them. So went around and had to look at some trees to select some trees, and there was loads of good wood there. We had our first experience of bargaining.
How did it go, Nico?
Well, not very well. So I think we got a bit ripped off on the wood.
Well, we got the wood, and it is the first time.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but it's a good lesson in actually bidding and not assuming that also the people that we're with are gonna help us out that much. I think the situation was slightly that because I was there, the guys who I was with, who I assumed we were sort of a team, they weren't able to say anything. So I was sort of made to bid the price.
There's certain elements of solidarity here. There's solidarity with you and there's solidarity with their own people.
Maybe that's it, yeah. I mean, I don't know, there's lots of cultural rules that are hard to sort of get through, particularly when you're having to go through a translator at the same time. So that's pretty hard. Finally, George is getting a chance to surf on the tractor. We're just going to pick up the wood that we've bought. The guys chopped down and burned for us. So we're taking the trailer here. We've got picked up quite a few hitchhikers on the way. These guys. But yeah, it's a pretty rough road. It reminds me a bit of the road to Dublin, in that it's very rocky. It's 7 in the morning on the last day of the wall build. The guys are digging down into probably a 2 metre deep pit now to get out the last bit of earth.
Making me feel exhausted just looking at them.
Oh, George is getting his marching orders.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cheers for that, FD. So here we are, last day. Body's feeling it, but it's all good. Great tomorrow. So yeah, let's get on it.
We've got to build the wall up that last little bit to the top of the door frame height today. Plus, trying to get this wood into something which looks a bit like a timber frame. Pastor, can you explain what's happening?
This is the man who's called Al-Hajj. He's the builder, a famous builder in Sam. And he's now completing the building, the final stage. The final stage of Yes. And Sam, so he's very good.
I say for do what they
have come to the no.
What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome. Now Yelma,
They wanted to pull me down, but because of my strength, I'm still on top.
So here's the walls built now up to the full height that they're going to be. You can really start to get a sense of the space, a really nice big space. The next thing we're doing is we've got all these holes which we're going to erect the timber frame in up here, and then rafters are going to come and sit on the edge of the wall and go all the way up to the frame in the middle. And there's going to be probably some sort of floor in here, maybe a load of gravel, a small layer of gravel with clay on top of it. And I think maybe going to get a team of women in. It's a women's job to come and plaster all the walls and that sort of thing. So we're 2 weeks in, we've got another at least good 2 weeks of solid work to do. So I'm going to go finish off that frame. I'm just taking. This is Origina. Who's can you say to the camera what your job is on the street?
And I'm a health worker.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Zangona. Yeah, I'm the Zango of the town here, the Zango chief.
Okay, and that means that you're the chief of the street. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a Zango chief.
Okay. What do you have to do then for that?
Yeah.
What's your role?
If a stranger come, I have to take the responsibility for you. And
Cool.
if you come like the way you people did, you have to report yourself to me. Yeah, so I'll be aware of you, man. Yeah, man.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Will you come to the building later?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You come like you said you'd come in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. I'll go to my station.
Okay.
I'm working at the village.
Village?
Yeah.
Wicked.
Okay. Just coming to the end of probably the hottest day since we've been here, and as you can see there, we've made a lot of headway on the timber frame. We've got more than half of the frame up, which is really good, and you really start to see the scale of the building that we're undertaking. It's going to be huge.
So here we have the Saturday morning hunting crew below us, our big audience. These guys are going out into the bush to burn the bush, basically drive out the bush meat, and then to club them with their enormous sticks, as you can see. We're passing up the opportunity today, but next time I think we're going to go with. Everyone say wave! Everyone say rockiest road in all of Africa. Just cut ourselves down a couple of very nice long straight trees. Exhibit A and B right here. The rest of these are our nice rafters. And these are the new sweets we've acquired today. Looks like a cola nut. Inside it's kind of greeny, sort of powdery flesh. Kind of tastes a bit like Parma Violets crossed with some sort of Florentine biscuit. Actually quite reasonable.
Here's me and Nico walking up to the site the morning after the first rainstorm. So this is a tense event to say the least, because we're not quite sure if we're going to arrive to find the walls entirely washed away by the rain. I'm personally feeling a bit like Winnie the Pooh and Piglet when they're going up to their heffalump trap to see how many heffalumps they've caught. And it's both an exciting but also very scary event. What do you reckon, Nico?
Well, I've just had a night of various cob-related nightmares of various different sort of events. April night, so being unable to sleep properly. So I'm feeling a little bit tense, but can already see in the distance there's definitely still something standing.
Some walls there. But, there's also a goat in a tree. Oh, he's just left.
It's still there. It's still there.
There are some walls there. This is good.
Looks like we've still got a building.
Okay, so there's definitely some walls still there. Can you tell the camera?
Well, it's pretty wet up here.
Pretty wet on top, but standing.
This is a bit of shit here.
Let's have a butcher's. Ooh, look at that. I'm imagining that this wall's taken it the most. In fact, look how smooth it looks.
So it's Thursday morning, and this guy here is just smashing up a branch of a certain tree, which I think is going to be put in the pot here, and then that's going to be used as some sort of starch for making the plaster, basically, which is going to be also made with this sandy soil, and that's going to be going on the wall here. You can see we've got a bit of thatch up here, which is because last night we were really worried that it was about to start raining. So we hurriedly put up this thatch, which we're now going to take down before any of the thatchers see it, because we had a little bit of an issue with the thatchers this morning, didn't we, George?
We had a bit of an issue in that we think, well, we did rather offend one of the roofers, Mr. Abdullah, through not knowing about the fact that we had to feed him when he made our roof a couple of days ago. Which resulted in us having to go around and bring oranges and Nescafe and go and make our apologies and slightly grovel for him to come back and work for us again tomorrow. Which today is Thursday, which is apparently don't touch grass day. So
We can't do any grassing on the roof.
It's the local custom tradition not to touch any of the grassing on Thursday. So
This feels beautiful. Really nice and smooth. Nice bit of dung and some sand in there mixed together.
are you having a lovely time, Nico?
A lot easier stomping than the rocky cob.
Guys are now mixing in the ash to give the plaster a certain colour.
This is Mr. Nico Smith with the plastering. So, Mr. Nico Smith, how's it? How are you enjoying the work?
It's really good to get my feet dirty and my hands dirty and slap a bit of stuff on the walls. So yeah, it's really good work. It's really good sticky stuff.
So
it really goes on pretty easily. So it feels a little bit like using lime or something that I'm used to back home. So it's really nice. And we're making quick work of it with like at least 10 people plastering. So we should have this done in no time.
yes. And these are the women who are also with the plastering. They are the experts in this village, Sang. And they are those who are doing the plastering. See, some are fetching water. There is division of labor over here. Some people are. Some people.
Can you ask this lady how many buildings has she plastered?
So, mane kama durala kana minta. Mr. Nico, Mr. Nico, she's saying that they normally plaster in group. They normally plaster in group.
Yeah.
You don't have an individual plastering
no.
one
Okay, yeah,
hand.
of course.
But it's several buildings that they have plastered so far. With the bar. So they clap their hands as they sing. That's the Dagbani song. Yes, this is Lloyd and Humphrey. Yes, that is inside of the building. Oh, they are very enthused about this song. So this is their leader. He is called Majahma. Just raising up another roll of thatch onto the roof.
Calm down, small. Yeah, what's up?
How's the afternoon going?
Well, fits and starts really. We've done a lot of chucking bundles of hay up onto the roof, which is quite fun. And now my job has been taken over by two other people. I'm normally the crouch and presenter, and then launch up onto the stick man.
So the thatchers have just got the lower layer of thatch, the first row's on, and it's really now feeling like a nice indoor space. Giving it a strong stitch around the edge of the thatch in case of the wind. Keep the roof on. But it's suddenly become a pretty chilled, cool, shady space. FT's working really hard as usual.
It's not really how I would have done it, to be honest. See, it's all come down now. It's so much better. It's not really like... it's on the floor. Fata, what have you done? George was doing perfectly well until you interrupted him.
The second attempt now. Mr. Toller. Big man.
Yeah, nice job. The last one number. Million.
Woohoo!
Yeah, what's up?
I want it to rain really hard tonight. Think how good that'd be.
Give it a real good testing.
Oh, he's back in his guard. He's crouching on the front. So here we are, taking out the clay subsoil from what we're now affectionately calling the mine. Very laborious task, but these women do it with incredible strength, carrying the pans on their head. And then we're taking it over here to the building in order to be the floor. Swift seconds being counted. Come on, FG, we believe in you. The water's full of the same root that went into the plaster on the wall. Same sort of thick, starchy liquid.
First step for the for the cementing of the floor. So they are compressing the sand to be compact enough before the next process.
feels like the pressure's on because personally it's my last day in Sang, and we're organising the party for tonight. So we've got to run around inviting the drummers with cola nuts. We've got to see.
Which we should have done last night, apparently.
The doctor about a medical condition of our mate Adam, various other bits and bobs like that. But hopefully by this evening, well, this afternoon really, we'll have sorted everything out. We'll have a wicker party here. We'll have the drummers. We'll play some tunes, and it'll be really nice to kind of pack this space out with lots of people from the local community and give it a bit of a housewarming. So, yeah.
So, what are we up to, boys?
Today, dance show. Order some town people to do the party.
Hey.
No?
You wouldn't have said that a month ago.
Yeah.
Good.
And Dodge. Yesterday, I want to call there some people come to dance the Dagomba traditional drums.
Hey, brilliant.
So that's what we're going to do. Find them drummers to come bring the party a bit later on. But the party's in 3 hours' time.
This is one of the little chill out zones which Adam and the family hang out at most of the time. Nice little place there. A few goats around. A few guys just hanging out.
Maybe at their houses, or they may be on the farms, right?
Yes.
So we need to go and
if,
see.
If like,
And if they are at their farms, is it possible just to give them a telephone
yes.
and ask them if they
Yeah,
can come back?
me karate ni chanting ya wewe. Irin to ninka shabdi ya. So is it lad, how much are you willing to give out? I will give it to the chief for him to organize the boys to come and play.
The boys to come.
I think you will not be there.
Okay. Well, when we had the meeting yesterday, we were talking about 20 or 30 Sadies, weren't we? So, what about if we give them 20 Sadies, and then we'll spend another sort of 10 Sadies on some alcohol?
Okay. Okay.
Antiri! Nah. Antiri.
Probably he will not come to the gathering.
Okay.
He will not come, so you need to send some delegation to the drums to come.
Is it possible for us to go and talk to the drummers ourselves, or not really works like that?
With that, it will look like we are not very clean kids.
Okay.
Because we don't jump the step in preparing.
Okay.
Carrying suit, don't jump the step necessarily.
Yeah.
This is the tailor who's just made a few wonderful shirts. Here's one of them, spotted by George.
It's a shocker.
There's a couple more here.
He's just trying to say that you have nothing to say, but they have known that you have do your job for you, which is very nice.
We'd like to say thank you, Umpire, for the shirts. Just greeting the landlords after a bit of an intense discussion with the drummers that went on for about 3/4 of an hour in this hut over there. Now we've come out into the yard.
We managed to get the drummers on side, which is a good thing. Our party was looking like it was going to be a bit of a flop. But it looks like we've got them on side. They've bartered us up to 10 more Sadies, unfortunately. I can't believe they're charging us £4 to bring the party. But hey ho, this is great. I've got myself a tattoo, so pretty pleased about that.
Oh yeah, nice.
We've all got our new shirts on, so what more can you want?
This centre, along with the building which is not yet finished, is going to serve as a centre for arts and education and a place for the different members of the community to gather and for different projects to happen.
So, community center last abla. So, jam kama
So it's now 6 weeks after the project was finished. I've just come back from Burkina Faso. Very pleased to find that the building is still standing up. Standing up well. Got a nice door on there which is going to do at least for now. And yeah, the rain hasn't seemed to have done any damage, which is good. And the whole place is looking a lot greener. A few rains have come now and we've got carroty trees in full bloom. The shea tree, sorry, in full bloom. Not only that, but over here, the guys have been working really hard since I've been away, and have got pretty much all of the existing building there thatched as well. We've got a nice little entrance area here. So yeah, really starting to see what this place might look like as a working centre. And inside, it's now a really nice, cool space. Shady, a little bit of wind coming in, keeping the place really nice and cool. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a really nice place where lots of people will want to come and spend time.